Well, the opening day of any competition is special for everyone. A red letter day for everybody here and those of you who have joined us for our live coverage. I hope everybody is comfortably strapped in for the ride. We're sure that this will be a feast of football, irresistible, emotional, a roller coaster for everyone involved. Chance to finish! They want to be quick to recover this. And that has been knocked clear. And it's Neymar.
Well, he certainly wasn't in the mood to take any risks.
Now who's going to be first to this? It's Pirlo! That was superb goalkeeping.
Pirlo clearly thought he had the beating of the keeper.
And there's no surprise who's taking this corner.
You start as you mean to go on, Peter. Make this a good one.
And now they can spring out of defence. Jim, which player is best equipped for this game?
Yeah, Mohamed Salah. And it's mainly because of his frightening pace. He's a huge threat when he's running at defenders, but he's also proved in recent times that he's a top-class finisher. Opposition defences are going to have to be wary about playing a high line because there's nothing this guy relishes more than space to run into. And once he gets there, he's gone.
Yeah, hard to see past him. He'll be looking to put on a show, I'm certain of that. Neymar. Costa Curta. No change to the score. 0-0 it remains. Masengo. Auxerre were a team looking for an outlet, and it seems, Jim, as though they've found one.
Yeah, and if that allows them to get people running at and even going...
Can he finish? Well, now it's a race for the ball. Neymar. Can he get away here? Luis Suarez. And he's running through. Oh, it's come loose. 15 minutes till half-time.
Well, it seems as if he's just had a momentary lapse and slipped into tunnel vision because he had good options around him and he failed to get his head up.
And it's Messi. And here's Suarez. Messi. And he's there to belt it away. In comes the corner. This their second corner of the game. And it's hoisted clear. And now a sudden chance to counter. Luis Suarez! Oh, and they really should have been made to pay.
That's what all good teams do these days. Pressing from the front is highly effective.
Masengo. Traore. It's an early cross. Tries a shot! And that was very necessary. And that is going to be the final action of the first half. Well, it has been a half largely of could-haves and should-haves. Perhaps the more impatient amongst the supporters will feel they're overdue a goal, but it's certainly not for the want of trying, so nothing to show as yet. At the break, it's 0-0. How do you look back on the first 45 minutes?
Yeah, it's a half that's had a limp finish after a decent start, so the manager has to re-energise and re-enthuse his players to come back out pumped.
No goals at this stage, but certainly not devoid of action. It is 0-0 here at half-time. And we are back underway. 0-0, and we're at the halfway point. There's some great running on show here, but ultimately there was no way through. Romario. Now it's Mbappe. And it's Neymar. And the keeper beats it. Salah! Just off target.
Yeah, I think he's going to be a bit disappointed with that, Peter. You would have fancied him to at least hit the target.
Well, if you did take an extended half-time break, you'll be relieved to hear that you have missed nothing. Passing is crisp and sharp. Oh, that looks a cracking ball. Can he finish? They've done it! And finally, he has breathed life into the game.
It's the stuff you work on the training ground time and time again, and it came off.
So the first moment of real significance.
Well, listen, a few words of advice and encouragement from the manager during the break can often straighten things out, and it's paid off here.
That'll be a throw-in. Well seen. Saw that coming.
He read that really well and stopped it.
And he's managed to get rid. The pressing's intense, and it's paid off. Oh, that's well spotted. Romario is onto it in a flash.
Well, this is exactly the approach they have to take now, Peter.
There is an irresistible, irrepressible look about them here.
A lucky break would certainly help their cause now.
Your impression so far, Jim?
Well, there'll be no accusations of a lack of effort. They're giving as good as they...
And he's had a hit! Oh, that was no routine save!
Really anticipated that well, didn't he?
So, third corner of the game. And he gets rid in a hurry.
Keep calm and carry on. That's the job in a nutshell now.
And that interception was most necessary.
That was well played, well stopped.
Gets his pass away. That's been cut out, well played. Hoisted upfield by the keeper. Time is running out here.
Yeah, they're really playing in hope at this point, but hope is something you can always cling to.
Messi. Moments left, barely that, to avoid a shock defeat now. Oh, good read.
That's great positioning, so good from him.
Costa Curta simply refused to be outdone there. Messi. Well, that is one way to stop him. And that's been intercepted.
That was well played, well stopped. They need to play this quicker in transitions like this.
And that could set him on his way. Marquinhos, a searching ball that into space. And that will be it. Quite a game, and one that was always on a knife edge until the very final whistle. No shortage of endeavour, effort, at times effervescence, but just one goal to show for all of that. Your final thoughts, Jim?
Well, there's no shortage of effort and commitment from them. They were just undone by that second half goal.
And all that remains for me is to thank Jim Beglin. That's it from us tonight. A very good evening to one and all.